What's up, everyone? I'm Brody Dillman.
And I'm Connor Harper. Today on Cpsb-Tv, many students complain about school lunches.
This week's Teacher Spotlight is on math teacher Kelly Petross.
And why you might want to block the bullies.
But first, high school counselors are working hard on next year's class schedules. They have a big job of scheduling hundreds of students. Counselors have their hands full scheduling next year for all the students of Sulphur High.
Our goal is to figure out which classes will best benefit them for whenever they graduate high school. So depending on where they plan to go to college and what they're studying, we help them to pick specific courses that would help in their career path.
It takes counselors up to 4 weeks to schedule all 1,600 students.
The biggest challenges, I would say, is for our students who are unsure of what those classes are that they would want to take, and also for timing, because we're used to being in our offices, so we're out of our offices a lot over the next several weeks. So just being out of our offices to meet with students who have other needs, I think that's probably the greatest challenges.
Even with these challenges, the counselors are doing their very best to help with our future. Students can still make schedule changes the first 2 weeks of school.
High school students love to eat, but as Joseph McCaffrey reports, when it comes to school lunches, many teens complain about the cafeteria food.
The people who work in the cafeteria makes 300 lunches a day. Despite the hard work, some students keep complaining about the school lunch.
They just add better seasoning and everything. It's just bland. You know, you have to add like a bunch of like ketchup packets and stuff, but they just only put like one.
Students want them to add better seasoning like Tony's, but the cafeteria workers can't use Tony's.
They want us to use Tony's, but we can't use the sodium content that's in Tony's. But we do get seasoning, and we try and make it like we do at home. Sometimes it tastes good, sometimes it don't. And y'all don't get enough food, so.
A couple of students also keep complaining about the school milk as well.
I stopped drinking milk because I got a spoiled milk carton once.
Not only the students eat the school lunches, but also the workers in the cafeteria eats it.
Oh yeah, we eat it every day.
The workers don't pick what food is next, but the school board have a chef.
The school board has a chef, and he makes the lunch menus out. We don't. We cook what he tells us.
Overall, the cafeteria workers work so hard to make the school lunch a good meal for students to enjoy. Joseph McCaffrey, Cpsb-Tv.
If you want to know what school will be serving, you can look up the lunch menus at cpsb.org.
Today for our Teacher Spotlight, we introduce you to math and leadership teacher Kelly Petross.
I started teaching at Sulphur High. This is my 17th year. All 17 years have been in the same classroom. This year I teach Algebra 1 and Algebra 2, and I've taught geometry and Algebra 3 college math in the previous years. In high school, I loved my math classes, and I also played basketball. I was a member of student council, and I was in the advanced French classes. My number one advice for students would be to do all the assignments your teachers suggest you to do, because they're giving them to you for a reason, to help you learn what you need to learn and prepare for any tests they give or any future tests you have in that content. I'm really good at running my kids around. I have 2 girls to all of their events. They play volleyball and softball. And then I also have a side book business selling children's books. So I've been doing that for 7 years. My students have been somewhat surprised to learn that I do have a minor in French, but a lot of it was because we had a really good, strong French program when I was in high school, and I only had to take 2 classes at McNeese to finish the minor.
Ms. Petross graduated from Sulphur High School summa cum laude. That means she had a 3.9 to 4.0 grade point average.
Cyberbullying is a big problem these days. This public service announcement shows you one way to deal with the bullies. PSA was produced by TV production students Carter Dupree, Lance Fontenot, and Xander Mouton.
We come across many surprises in our lives.
Have you ever started something, think it would be terrible, but then discovered it was great?
We talked to some students about good outcomes that they didn't expect.
My friend told me about this dude that I thought I didn't like, but he ended up being cool.
I was thinking of a date, like I went on a date and I thought it'd be really boring and horrible. I'm dating the guy now. It was really great.
I want to do wrestling. They convinced me and it really worked out for me. I lost a lot of weight, got healthy.
I thought I'd be like really bad at math, but I turned out to be slightly okay, so.
Thought I was going to be bad at welding, but I wasn't.
Thank you for joining us today.
Be sure to follow us at Cpsb-Tv on any of these social media sites.
See you next time.